ladies, gents, girls with lace fronts, dudes with kids? It's the one and only, you can't call me queen, baby. And before we get into this video, make sure you go down below to subscribe and join the queendom. And if you already a part of this palace, hey y'all, hey. So as y'all already read the title down below, I'm going to be getting into episode 3 of Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition. And I have a lovely, wonderful, entertaining guest with me today, my auntie, the fabulous, the one and only. I don't know if you want to do Nat or Andrew.
Stop it, traffic, Lynn.
Oh, stop it, traffic, boo. Oh, get with it. So with that being said, let's get into the video.
Let's get into it.
So coming off of episode 2, last week's episode, remember that Tahiry and Hazel E was basically having a big blowout. They was beefing because Hazel E had some type of problem with Tahiry taking off her jacket.
Right.
And she just felt some type of way about that.
Right.
And then we also are coming off of the hip hop battle where basically they were doing a hip hop battle on their resentments that they had with each couple. So coming into episode 3, we're basically coming in to Kurupt drinking and just going crazy.
First of all, let's go back to his hip hop battle. For him to be a legend in the game, like,
oh my god, that's what when I said in last episode when I was talking about the last recap, I felt some type of way about that because granted I don't know Kurupt music as much, but I know he's a legend. People know like Kurupt gonna go crazy, especially
not impressed,
especially in a battle. So the fact that he let them eat him up like that, even Toni ain't really say much, but it was just like, Kurupt, what's going on? Like you just don't got it together, and
we had so high expectations for him when he and it just epic fail. It was an epic fail.
Epic fail. I don't know, but that all falls back down to his drinking, which basically goes over into this episode, which we're on now, episode 3, and we kind of start off with Kurupt again and his drinking problem, and Toni just sitting there dealing with it. Like I just don't get it.
I don't get it, and I don't think they need to be on Marriage Bootcamp trying to deal with the relationship because apparently there's some demons he's fighting. And he needs a deeper intervention. Yeah. And it's not about Toni right now. It's something deeper going on. And I think he needs to be in a treatment or intervention for him with the drinking.
And that's what I'm trying to also figure out. Like, is there anybody else in like their family circle that's there to help them? Because Toni is there and Toni is doing all that she can. But where's his kids? Where's his other mamas? Like they say he got grandkids and all this stuff, yet he's still drinking and just can't handle himself. He ain't eating. Like it's just so much going on. Like what is it?
Terrified him in the house. I'm thinking any day he's gonna not make it. Like for dehydration. I mean, you need nourishment, and all you doing is consuming alcohol.
And I'm so glad that you brought that up, Auntie, because in this episode he ends up going to the hospital only because he's around here drinking so much. The Dr. H told him like he gotta slow down with the drinking. So he was like, okay, just do beers, and then he drunk a cup. I don't know how to say kombucha. Kombucha. Something he drunk something. It was like it's like a protein health type of drink, and it has like 5% alcohol in it. So he drunk that, and it messed his whole system up. He couldn't breathe. He was shaking, shivering, sweating like crazy.
A withdrawal from something.
And he had alcohol poison.
Yes, you can have, yes.
So that's what it ended up being, alcohol poison. He had to go to the hospital, went to the hospital, and didn't accept the treatment that the doctors wanted to get. So it's like, who's gonna help him?
Right, checked himself out of the hospital with no treatment.
No, it's just not making sense. It's like, Kurupt, baby, you gotta get it together because everybody is scared. Scared for you watching this. Toni is fed up. She trying not to deal with it, but she don't want to leave you because I feel like she just has so much pressure on herself. Like, damn, if I leave him, like he probably gonna die. Like, that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, how much can she put up with it?
3 years so far.
God, it's too much.
Who really wants to deal with it? I'm sorry. Like, I get it. You can still help somebody from afar, but for you to be going through that with him, like, I just feel like it's not bettering you or him. So
absolutely.
Y'all gotta go elsewhere.
Yes, I agree.
So, while Kurupt is in the hospital with Toni in the hospital with Kurupt,
something's brewing. Brewing in the house, honey.
Brewing in the house. the other couples are getting ready to get into the next exercise that they're going to be doing for today. And the exercise deals with them dancing, like just, learning a little dancing.
Hip-hop dancing with the stars.
Basically, with the reality stars,
yes. Emphasize.
But the plot twist is they gotta switch up partners with people in the house. Now that's the plot twist. Now, as far as partners go, who was together? Okay, so it was Hazel E and Willie, Shanda and Medina, Phaedra and Vado, Tahiry and Devon. So all of those was the couples. Now, what you think? You just let me know what you think, because I already knew it was gonna be a lot when they put Hazel E and Willie together. I already knew it was gonna be a problem off rip, and not even so much because Shanda is jealous, but more because her and Hazel got beef.
Right.
So I feel like when you got beef with somebody, I don't care about nothing. Like I don't want you with my man. I don't want you around him. Period.
And I think Hazel was trying to get aroused out of Shanda.
Okay.
Because she was doing the most.
She was. You seen every other couple try to some type of boundary. It was there. Like you see, granted in the performance that they was doing, they was supposed to be having their booty all up in the air and twerking on their partner. So of course when you learning to dance with your man, you're not thinking nothing about it. But as soon as them partners switch up and you realize, oh wait, she gotta put her butt on my man, hold up. Right. No. Right. And then so the fact that it was Willie and Hazel E having to perform that was just a mess. And sometimes too, that I'm really seeing it and thinking about it, Willie don't know boundaries. I get it, he a dancer. He is a dancer, but it's no, he was a singer. Yeah, but he dancer too. They was a singing dancing group. Right. So yeah, you this dancer, but at the end of the day, still she don't gotta put back up. Right. I just didn't understand it.
Yes.
So once they took a break and it was just basically Shanda expressing how she feel about everything, it was okay, well, Hazel do too much. She was basically So Hazel E was upstairs doing whatever with whoever, and Devon was downstairs with most of the other cast and the other couples, and they was just talking about what happened. And of course Shanda well, Hazel just do too much. Hazel just do too much, and she do too much. So Devon was well, she was just doing her part. He was trying to take up for her. Now, I personally wasn't mad.
Right, that's his man. He's supposed to.
I wasn't mad.
Supposed to take her for it.
That he did so. But what happens is, I don't know.
He got real angry real quick. All because Willie say don't address my wife,
Yeah, address me. But you don't think that Shanda kind of provoked it more? Because I feel Willie did step up to handle it, and then Shanda got up and she just blew it way up. So of course his reaction, because he's young.
Right, he's young.
He my age, 25, probably young, 23 or 25, one of them, 23 to 45. So and you can tell he kind of hot head. He look
he got a temper.
Yeah, you can it comes off as that already. So the fact that she just pushed him even more, because Willie was already handling it. Right. And she got up and she well, that's my man. He gonna handle it. So he well, so he kind of got back on. He got on her level, not realizing oh wait, this is somebody's wife. So I don't know. You don't think she kind of pushed him, or it was just still respect out of all? He still should have knew his temper and calmed down and back.
Once Willie stepped in and handled it, she should have just let it go. I mean, because it was just you said what you said. Hazel is extra. She was doing the most. And then when Willie stepped in and say, listen, hey, I need you to address me and not my wife, let the men handle it, and you let it go. Willie probably would have let it go. But like you said, because Shanda getting riled up, Devon got riled up. He didn't want to hit her, so he want to attack the dude.
Yeah, I just feel I honestly do think that Willie, he needs Kurupt need AA. He needs some type of anger management, because it couldn't have got it shouldn't have gotten there. It wasn't no need for him to push Willie. Granted, y'all was heated, y'all was fired up. Marriage boot camp, that happens all the time. It's always gonna be two men or somebody getting into an altercation like that. So of course it's gonna be heated, but you ain't have to push him, and it was off guard.
Right.
You think Willie? He was beating a Willie. You think?
Because Devon got him off guard.
Okay, so I was
Devon got him off guard.
Because I was
hammer. It was all this, and then everybody coming between it. So yeah, it was. And they said that's not the end of it. So
you think so?
Oh no, that's
gonna be more.
Yeah, child. That's
gonna be.
They
probably on Love Hip Hop.
No, they say on this season.
Oh.
Yes, honey. He said that the last of him and Devon. So I think that it's gonna be some. It's gonna be some more down the road.
Oh, I can't wait to
That's
see. I thought it was gonna let it go, but I mean, hey, like some men just can't. He probably feel some way because it did look like he got beat up.
Of course,
it looked like
Devon took him. He did got the best of him.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
No, Devon got the best of him. Yeah.
And then, so how do you feel about?
And Shanda was still running him out.
Yeah, I just want to ask you, how did you feel about her jumping in a fight and Hazel E?
I would have too with my man.
I would have too.
I mean, that's what I would have done.
And I feel like Hazel, and you know she pregnant.
I think she was pregnant on this, yeah.
Yeah, she looked like she big and pregnant and just sloppy all over the place. But that's neither here or there.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, Shanda, get your man, like,
I would
help
have
him
done
out.
that too with my man.
Okay, long as I'm not, I was saying the same thing. I was like, I would probably do the same thing. Because she was like holding on to the ball, like,
that's right. We gonna get you together, okay? We in it together.
So I like that they went through that. But my thing with Hazel, because you know, I guess when they do the interview portion, when they be saying something, they always like talk, you know, basically just talking about what happened. My thing with Hazel E, like right then and there, in that moment, they was like explaining everything to her, letting her know like what happened. And Shanda kept it real. She said, "You do too much."
Right.
But in the interview, like when we see her and the bomb pop up, she was like just talking crazy, like she was really about it, like, oh, we gonna step and all this stuff. But it's like, Hazel E, you ain't do nothing. I agree you was pregnant at that moment, but you still didn't do nothing to defend the bond.
Right.
It was just like when y'all got to the room, you had all this to say, or in the interview, you had all this to say, but not in person, like.
Right. Hazel not about that life though.
She not. I think she just the instigator. She one of the people that instigate and then run.
And hide their hand, honey.
Yeah, but it really just take that one to just knock her out. Because she been doing it for too long. Who gonna do it?
Somebody gonna do it. And do it soon. But you're right. I'm sure they know she's probably pregnant inside there.
Yeah, they gotta know she pregnant. She looked pregnant.
Yeah, her body is a mess.
I mean, it looked a mess before.
Yeah, it did. It's just like.
So it's just an added on mess. Nasty. Get it together. So once that kind of happened, it calms down.
Dr. Ish said this can't happen.
Yeah. Dr. Ish, I feel like Dr. Ish too, he be letting stuff slide. Cause I feel like he'll say stuff, but he don't really like put pressure behind it. But maybe he don't have to yet because it hasn't like.
Cause you heard the producers, all of them went to him and said there's no fighting, like this is not gonna be tolerated to Devon.
See, I ain't see.
Oh, you didn't see that? Oh yeah.
Well, I probably missed it. Like.
All the producers they let Devon know, like, we're not going to accept this, right?
Okay, that's good.
There's no physical fighting. Right, exactly.
This not that. So don't bring that energy here. But from the beginning, it's been Hazel. Any situation
with everybody.
This is what I'm saying. Every situation that has happened in that house, Hazel E has been in the forefront of it all.
Yes,
so clearly she is the, I ain't going to say she is the problem, but her energy is the problem.
It is.
It's the problem. And it's just making everybody lose focus.
Absolutely. Because what you thought about the first episode when Tahiry undid the blouse?
That was the second episode.
Oh, it was the second
That was the second episode when Tahiry did the blouse. It was the first episode where they had just entered the house and her and Shanda started because she called herself confronting Shanda about the stuff that happened on the internet. Then the second episode was with Tahiry and she felt some way about Tahiry unzipping it.
And she had, Hazel has wore less.
More, exactly. More hoochie mama stuff.
Absolutely.
If that's the need to first of all, not only confront Tahiry, but go tell her man.
Right.
How dare you? Don't ever feel the need to tell my man about me.
Exactly.
And then Vado. Oh, I'm so glad we getting this to him because I really don't like him. And I have expressed this many times on this. Every time I recap this season, I've talked about how much I don't like Vado.
Why you don't like Vado?
He just gives off like he don't know what he wants, and he just seems like anybody. Like you can tell who has the grown-up thinking and who has the child mentality. He always follows the child mentality,
and that's what Tahiry's been saying in her interview.
She has.
Said he has a child.
I don't think they're together for real. I think it's all like just to get the money from these reality shows. It's no way possible Tahiry could be dealing with that. Granted, she's dealt with worse with Joe Budden when he had his problem. But that's the past. But it's like, Tahiry, you still getting into this stuff. It can't be real.
Right.
But he do act like a child. Like, even after the whole fight situation happened, you see that, you see, like, Tahiry is with, like, Phaedra and Medina and Willie and Shanda and, like, all them. And then you see Vado, the only nut bucket with Hazel and just gassing them up at the same time.
Right.
So it's like, Vado.
So he probably could relate to Devon being young.
But he's not even young, so the fact that he got that young mindset like that is a problem. He need to get it together. Because he keeps saying he want the old Tahiry from the block, Tahiry from the streets, Tahiry from Harlem.
But he don't look like he about them streets.
Oh, he don't look like it? I don't know. They say he rap good, but I don't even know if he was really about it.
Yeah, I don't think he about it because a dude about it will check Tahiry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
True.
And I don't think he checks her enough. Like, Tahiry gets on him.
He do. She get real New York real quick. Like, you be hearing it like, yeah, she do. I don't know, Vado. So basically, while the couple is cooling down at this point, Kurupt and Toni comes back and they having a discussion. And once again, Kurupt feel the need to just talk to Toni like she just don't know what she doing. Like, she acting like his mama, but he really gotta understand, like, she just to help him out.
Right.
So that kind of happens, and then the whole all the couples basically come down to talk to
the dancing. They was
supposed to get ready for the dance, so they come down. They not even ready, so they're like, "What's going on?" So the ish said, "Oh, don't worry about the judge here." So you know everybody like, "Oh God!" Like They're like, "We gotta deal with Judge." Like, yeah, y'all gotta deal with Judge because y'all went crazy. So Judge went and started laying them out, basically like. I don't know how to say it, how she was saying it, but she was basically saying.
She said everybody basically had when the challenge came, they were really trying to see how each other gonna act when they're switching partners. She said everybody basically failed.
Yeah, everybody failed. Granted, Shanda and them went beyond that, but everybody failed because everybody felt some type of way. Everybody was uncomfortable with somebody else. Everybody partner felt the need to keep watching and cop blocking. Like, nobody felt comfortable in this situation. And she felt like, well, if y'all acting this way in an environment with people you know and you're comfortable with, I can only imagine how y'all act with people outside of your comfort zone. Right. It's basically what she was saying to them.
And this probably was just to test how they trust their partners or whatever, because like you said, they were switching partners with the people they know, but when you're on that road and they out there doing different things and you got groupies coming up to
you, don't have no trust.
Right.
Dang, so I'm trying to think what I feel like. I don't think I would feel comfortable either. Like, I don't think it's a trust thing. I think it's just like, you just want to know. Right. And the fact that you don't know.
But you did see that some of the partners,
they were still doing
they didn't allow themselves to be that up on the next person. Somebody, I can't think who said it, they felt uncomfortable because they knew. I wonder if it's Shanda.
Oh, it was Medina. It was Medina about Shanda.
He said he know that's somebody's wife.
Right. Like,
so he felt comfortable being that
giving it all, doing too much.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, it's all about boundaries. Like, I feel like it's beyond trust. Like, you can trust your person, but at the end of the day, they need to know their boundaries, and whoever is around them need to know their boundaries too. I feel like that was a part of it as well, and not so much only jealousy. Cause you're like, we're human. We're supposed to be jealous. Like, you're gonna get jealous at something, and even though you don't want to, it's just like it's just gonna happen. Especially like I said, you really don't know what's happening if they on the road or doing whatever they doing with around whoever.
And that's what Hazel keep thinking Shonda's jealous of her.
Girl, ain't nobody jealous.
Yeah. No.
And she been saying that from the beginning.
She has been saying that.
Like what? And that's why I love when her and Tahiry went at it, because Tahiry said, "Girl, I ain't jealous of you." She said, "My man have got lap dances from girls that look way 10, 20, 30 times better than you, Hazel. And she ain't even flinch. It's just she don't like you. That's really all that was."
It is.
So Hazel, nobody jealous of you, boo. I promise.
Nobody.
I promise you, baby.
Nobody.
So before we end the episode, or before the episode ends, the couple basically sits down. They getting ready. They were supposed to have the dance or whatever, but they didn't. So they're just in this place where the decorations and everything is at downstairs, and they just talking about everything that it transpired earlier and how they should have dealt with situations better and how everybody was uncomfortable. Here come y'all favorite girl again, starting some mess, Miss Hazel E. starting it with Shanda again and starting it with Willie, basically bringing up the situation. The situation was over, like it was dealt with. Why you feel the need to bring it back up? Oh, now that you said that it's not over and Willie, I feel like that's probably gonna be
it's probably growing. It's gonna
because Hazel E, she keep nitpicking.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if a situation is over and everybody already still kind of fired up from it.
Right.
Like why you keep going? That don't even make sense. Like use your common sense, my good girl, my good sis. Like, huh?
They just trying to enjoy. They was really trying to enjoy the food that was prepared, and the drinks since they couldn't do the dance anymore. And like you say, she come down ready to start again.
All over again. It's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So we kind of end the episode off there. So overall, what did you think about this episode? Or since I have you here, like the season so far?
Well, see, Hazel come from that love and hip hop
environment.
Well,
most of them do.
Right.
Except like Phaedra.
She's trying to make it where she
is the star. The attention.
She wants the attention.
Yeah,
I think she wants the attention on her. Yeah. So she keeps saying things, and like you said, she's just in the middle of everything with everybody. It's like
she wants the most camera time.
She does.
Because the person with the most camera time, they get the money. I'm assuming so, and she getting every last drop of it.
Absolutely. So far, like I'm enjoying this season because I love Marriage Boot Camp. I mean, I get some information out of being in a relationship from some of the things that, you know, the little things they practice and do or whatever. It does help to. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm so glad that you say that because the exercises and the things or the conversations that Dr. Ish or Judge and them have, like, you can tell like it really does work. It's just they gotta put the work in while doing it. Okay, that's good to hear because sometimes like when you watching stuff like this and you realize like it's the reality stars or people on TV, you're not thinking they really taking it in and they just really just there just to.
Those who want to make it work. Okay. And that's what Shanda did say in the episode. Like, she ain't got time for this drama. She got to try to make this relationship work with her and Willie. They got their kids. And do he want his daughter
growing up, like,
having
being in the same situation?
Exactly. Yeah. Having a man like her father?
Yeah. No.
So that hit home to him, you know?
Oh, yeah. He was crying last episode. He was in tears. But I don't know, because with Willie, I'm really skeptical with him when it comes to the relationship he have with Shanda. On the simple fact that they've been together for 15 years, been married 12, and he's still been on and off cheating with her. It's like, one, how much could she really take if she been dealing with this for 15 years? And I feel like everything that he's hearing from Dr. Ish and Judge or from anybody around, like I feel like he had to hear it before. The fact that Judge let him know, like, do you want your daughter to go through what your wife is going through right now? He had to hear that before. 15 years and you've been cheating on this girl? So it's like, I don't know if he really taking this in, and she's still there. Granted, clearly she not going nowhere. Like, she gonna hold her ground with him. Clearly, it's clear.
Because she cheated back.
That was one time, but he done cheated like a million.
He said on somebody he know. She gotta wear her. She
to my girl. You know what? That probably was that moment when she did that probably was the turn for him.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So that probably could have been it. Good job, Shanda. Good job.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes when you do what they do, it's an eye opener.
Humble. Okay. Real quick. So overall, you've been liking this season, and it's going good so far. Like I told you, it's going good. So with that being said, y'all already know what to do. Like this video, like this video.
Like it. She's the queen, honey.
The one and only. And make sure y'all go down below and comment. Let me know what y'all been thinking so far about this season. What y'all thought about this episode. Did y'all think the bomb really beat Willie? Do you think Willie is over? What happened? Do you think Shanda is over? What happened? Hazel E. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and follow Stop
It Traffic Lynn on Instagram and Facebook.
Period, Pooh. And also, last and certainly not least, subscribe and join the queen, baby. Bye.